I stand at the booth the whole weekend and show what he's doing. But he don't know me in this time. Only I stand there, that's it, and I watch him. Yeah, I'm Engelhard and I'm from Germany, East Germany. It's because my hometown. Right now is almost 12 years what I'm tattooing, and with color or realistic around 5 years. I was a tile setter. I learned that after my school. I was there for 3 years doing tile setting, and then I was a bouncer on the door too in disco clubs. Then because I paint and draw a lot in my whole life, and one time I want to do tattoos, and it was a long session to get this. One friend know another friend, and this guy know another friend. With tattoo shops, it was a long thing. And they see my works, what I draw and everything, and they tell me, hey, cool that what you do, we can make it to that you can tattooing maybe. But it was not like apprentice time or whatever. It was only like they show me how I can make my needles, how I would prepare my machines, and only this. And then was a jump in the cold water because the customers come in and I have to start. I think it was horrible for me. Yeah, and then I learned a lot by myself completely. I quit my job on my tile setting, and then I start tattooing in a different shop. It was not my own shop. I worked for a guy there. Yeah, and there I learn a lot, only by myself, and a lot from Boris. I check out the magazines with Boris stuff, and I check out the conventions when Boris was there, and I stand at the booth the whole weekend and show what he's doing. But he don't know me in this time. Only I stand there, that's it, and I watch him. And when I come home, I like to try it. That's what I learned there, what I see. And that's when I start tattooing. I prefer the realistic style. I like it mostly because for me is it like the end of tattooing is like making a portrait or making a tattoo like you can touch it. It looks not like a tattoo. That's why is it the hardest way to do a portrait. I think it's realistic. And that's why I like to do that. And also I like it when it's done, it looks really cool. Okay, first thing is from me Boris. Then it's Nico. Mike DeVries. Roman. And right now it's also Dmitry Zamohin. I see him first time 3 years ago in Russia, and it was ridiculous. It was awesome when I see that what he's doing. Amazing. That was a different art of realistic, different way what he's doing. Yeah, but the guys where I look up, it's so much guys right now that comes out with good realistic stuff. It's hard to say this is good or this is good, because all make very good works, but only they have different styles. I do both of them, but I prefer color because my name, Heaven of Colors, is about that, what I like to do. I like to work with colors, I like to play with colors. I don't know why, but it is for me it's not only like a shadow thing with black and gray, what I also like sometimes, but here you have to mix colors and stuff, and this is what I like. That's really awesome for me. My shop, Heaven of Colors, I started and it was like I want to work with color stuff. I search my name, I don't know what I can put a name on. Then I think about Heaven of Colors sounds good, and that was the starting with that name and my shop. And yeah, now is it very big. I own right now 2 shops, 2 Heaven of Colors in 2 different towns. Yeah, it's around 7 guys that work for me there, and it's all nice, and all the guys get an also apprenticeship, and a lot of guest artists coming also there from around the world, like Roman or mixed choirs from Australia, or Paul Ecker, Philadelphia, Tommy Lee. There's so much guys, and I'm happy that this guy's coming at my shop too. In the States it's different. When I come to California, I stay a lot by my buddy Roman Vrager in Artistic Elements, because it was the first guy that I meet here in the US, and he was so friendly, and from this day on it was a big friendship. And right now every year I stay in his shop, and he comes over to Germany and stay in my shop. And also in New York I stay at Secret Tattoo on Broadway. Yeah, that's the shops what I prefer in US, but mostly in Artistic Elements. Yeah, and about my conventions, I do 2 conventions in a year. First one is every year in January. We start in Germany with that show, and this is a small one. It's 80 artists, but this is only high-level artists there, and it's a nice area, and I do it with a good friend of mine, and this is a very good thing. And it's 2 days every year in the second weekend in January. Yeah, and it's cool. And now I'm happy that a lot of friends from US and Australia and coming also to that show. And the second one is the big one, the Rock and Ink Festival, what we do in May. I do that with a partner of mine. He is one of the biggest concert organizers in Germany. And with this guy we have that thing that we can put some international good rock and rockabilly bands and around 150 tattoo artists from around the world. And we put that together to not the convention, but to a big festival. And this is a good thing too. And this is tattoo stuff what I organize in the year. There was a thing that I make a portfolio book for me, and I go to, it was the first convention when I put that on was in Melbourne. I put that book on my table, and a lot of guys coming there and want to buy this. And that was a thing that I think about, okay, when everybody won't buy this book, then I have maybe to do that, and with some text also in them. And this was the thing that I started doing that book. And I get a good co-author, and he write it for me, and it was Traveling Nick. I think the whole tattoo scene know him, because he knows a lot over me and also over the tattoo scene. Yeah, and that's why I start to bring that up with a lot child stuff from my kindergarten time and from everything but round about my artworks, paintings, drawings from the child on, and yeah, it's cool right now. It's a lot guys, they buy it and everybody think about it's cool, and it's not only a book with a lot of text, it's also a lot of pictures in them, and that's why it's cool. And also a lot of stuff from my friends that I meet around the world and all the traveling stuff. It's all about a tattoo artist, how you get to the tattoo artist like me, and how is it when you travel around the world. All that you can read and can look with pictures in that book. My tattoos, I get it from 2 guys from my town, all the tattoos what I have. But my specialist one is my right sleeve. It's from Boris completely. It was also my apprentice time. My whole sleeve is my apprentice time at Boris. And now I'm very proud of my bag because I get this from my buddy Roman and Mike Cole. They make art fusion on my bag, like a collaboration. And this is cool too. That's every year when they come over to finish that one time. Oh, where's myself? I don't know. The thing is, I don't know because I have to learn every time. I don't like to stop. That's why I don't know how it is going or what is in 10 years. I think hopefully I'm doing better works as now. That's the thing for me every time. I like to be better and better and better.
It's a portrait of me, actually, as a baby. Got it because my grandmother raised me. She had this picture up since I could remember, and she passed away, so I already have a portrait of her on my chest, and I wanted to do one color piece. So when I heard he was coming to California, I called the shop like 8,000 times, finally got in, and here's pretty much the finished product 7 hours later. Yeah, it's me as a baby. You ever done anybody on themselves before?
No. You're the
First time for everything.
First client. They want to solve.
Kind of self-absorbed, you know?
And I get a good co-author. Is it the right name? Co-author, I think.